the lengths we go to look good. Aging sucks, but your skin doesn't have to. If you're like me, you have eczema, you're pushing 40, and you are looking for a skincare routine that will keep you glassy and dewy for as long as possible. And today, you're gonna keep looking 30 fine for the rest of life. From your eczema to hyperpigmentation to getting that glassy, dewy finish that we know we all want and love. So stay tuned. Are you one of the few? Well, this is the channel for you. My name is Victoria, and on this channel, we discuss all things eczema related. Today, we're gonna talk about skincare and the skincare that you should be using, that I need to use, because we're pushing 40. We're 30 fine. Today, I'm gonna take you through all the steps I go through, how I target things like hyperpigmentation, and you all wanna look forever young. And today, I'm gonna show you how. Just because you got eczema doesn't mean you have to look, you know. So the first practice that I'm going to share with you, and it is raining here in Canada. So if you hear rain against my window, I can't stand the rain. But the first method or thing that I'm going to talk about is what I like to call watering your face. I don't just mean drinking water. I mean watering your face. So this is something I do throughout the day. If I notice that my skin is dry, and like because we're not in a bathroom, we'll just do it. I would take some water, right? And I would literally pat it on my face. Just like this. If I felt like my skin needed a little dose of moisture after that, then I would put my moisturizer on that I'm going to show you. But I regularly water my face. Like you water your plants, you should water your face. So why do I water my face like a plant? Well, because water equals moisture. And many of the products that I'm going to show you, and typically a lot of women use, have something like glycerin in it. Now, glycerin is an emollient and guys, I'm going to put the word here, okay? And so that draws moisture to the skin. However, if you live in an environment where there's not a lot of moisture, then instead of drawing moisture from your environment, it will draw moisture from inside your skin, and you're going to start crack-a-lacting. So it's very important to water your face maybe 1 or 2 times throughout the day, or whenever you feel like it's dry. You could also do like a face mist, that works as well. So the first real genuine step to my skincare routine is the fact that I don't use soap. Yes, I do not wash my face with soap. And why? Well, using soap is to break down oil and dirt, but many people that have eczema have naturally dry skin. Like our face runs like the Sahara Desert. There's not much oil production happening here, so I don't need to use a soap. Of course, we do have dirt, and if you have makeup, I'm going to tell you what to do. Typically, all I would do is I would put water on my washcloth or face rag or whatever, and I would wipe my face down. If you wear makeup, I'm in my no makeup era, but if you wear makeup, then what I'd recommend is getting an oil that you use. I personally like grapeseed oil, and you can take a few pumps of that, mix it with some water, rub it all in your face, and then to sort of dissolve the makeup, wipe off your face, and then go take a shower. And when you get out of the shower, you can proceed with routine. So that's how you can get, and I actually have to do that around my eyes every night anyway because I'm wearing mascara. I don't consider mascara makeup. It's a necessity. Once my face is all clean, I apply a moisturizer that I've kind of created. I'm going to show you this because this is part of the ingredient, and I just realized I don't have the other ingredient down here. I'll be back. When I get out of the shower and I pat my face dry, I have a combination that I put on my skin of aloe vera gel and 100% glycerin. So what I do is I would say about 40% aloe vera gel and another 40% of glycerin, and then 20% of actual water. This is new. I used to just mix them 50-50, but I realized that I could just add a little water, and that kind of allows it to go a little longer, and I like the extra hydration of the water in it. You can either do 50-50 or you can go 40-40-20. It's up to you. But I combine these two so they're all mixed in here, and I would take like a pump or two, and I would apply that to all of my face and my neck. Never forget the neck. The neck, oh my goodness, the neck is difficult. I have eczema on my neck, so my neck is always aging. As she's ahead of her time, my neck. So anyway, this combination goes on first. Typically, I actually put this product all over my body. This is my lotion. This is my everything. until I went on Dupixent. So I'm going to show you my next step, the next product that I use. But typically, if I wasn't on Dupixent, because Dupixent makes my skin dry, I just would use this step. And before I was using Dupixent, this was just fine for me. All right. Why do I like aloe and glycerin? Aloe vera gel is antibacterial, antifungal. It helps with the skin barrier. Glycerin is an emollient, so it draws moisture to the skin. These things combined are like a superpower for those who have eczema. Anytime I use it, my skin is glowing, it's dewy, and it combats a lot of the problems that we deal with eczema. So this is like my favorite. This is my holy grail. Once that has like absorbed, because I'm using Dupixent, and if you feel like you run super dry, you could add this product. But as I said, pre-Dupixent, I did not need to use this. All right, I use the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. This is just a very to normal dry skin. It has with hydrating avocado vitamin E and provitamin B5 lotion. It's just a basic lotion that I use. It's simple, decent ingredients, and I put probably like this much. Like I don't use a whole lot. I do find that this product is quite moisturizing for me, and what I'm going to share with you guys next, but I just kind of like rub that all on as well. I could always use extra moisture. You know, when you have eczema, you're always happy for the extra moisturizer. All right, so my third step that I do is called seal it in. And I was an esthetician, and one thing that we learned in esthetician school is the process of putting on products. And so once you put on all these products, you need to seal this in with an oil. And my favorite oil that I love to use is grapeseed oil. It is gentle, it is light, and I am personally allergic to like nut oils. So things like jojoba oil, I can't really use on my skin, or coconut oil. But this one seems to be the most hyperallergenic for me, and it has combated, I would say even like it plays an anti-aging role. I'm going to list all the benefits of grapeseed oil on the screen as well. I like it because it does give you glow, but it doesn't run greasy for like the day. So when you put it on, you're gonna shine. Like you'll be shiny, but it does absorb fairly quickly, which I appreciate. And I like the texture and finish it leaves on my skin. It always feels supple and glowy, and it gives you kind of that glass skin finish. Okay, so the final thing we're gonna discuss is what I use for hyperpigmentation. Now, typically the order of this would be different for somebody who has normal skin. But we don't have normal skin. We have pushing 40 eczema skin. So I have things like hyperpigmentation that has actually improved greatly since I started using this product. A friend told me about it, but you have to use it in this order because when you have eczema, your skin is sensitive. Because our skin runs sensitive, I put on a vitamin C serum last, and I also use it in a specific way, so stay tuned for that. So the product that I use is the Naturium Vitamin C Super Serum Plus. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll link all of these products down below. Vitamin C is great for exfoliating dead skin. It is great for just the renewal of skin, giving you a more even complexion. However, it is an active ingredient, and that means it can be irritating on the skin. But the way that I apply it so that it causes me zero irritation, and you have to do it this way. If you try using it the way like everyone else is using it, I don't know what it's gonna do. But since using it this way, it has been very helpful for me. I tend to get a lot of hyperpigmentation up here, and as I said, around here. And I will show pictures of before I was using this and now, you can see me now, that you can see it's gotten better. So what I do is I apply it after I have put on the oil. And I know all the estheticians out there, or skin gurus, are going to be like, you're supposed to put a serum on first. Well, yes, put the serum on first when you have normal skin. But because we need a few barriers, because we don't want this to work at 100%. We don't want this on our bare skin just, exfoliating away, right? But we do want a gentle exfoliation. So I have a rule for this. I do this 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 4 days stop. So every night for 2 days in a row, I will put it on, and then for 2 days off, I won't put it on. 2 days on again, I will put it on after I do my whole routine, and then I will stop for 4 days, and we'll repeat the process. Now, why? A few reasons. Number one, something about keeping your skin guessing is very helpful when you have eczema. You know, I can't tell you how many products that I've started to use, they work and then they stop working because I don't know. Eczema-prone skin seems to be quite smart. So that helps for that. And it also keeps irritation to a minimum. So you're getting the actives on your skin, but at a slower rate. I'm willing to play the long game with my skin, and you should be too. If you have eczema, don't try to be popping this sucker on bare skin like what you're watching in all those ads. And this is why I am here for you guys, because on the internet, you know, when they're promoting something like a vitamin C or a glycolic or this, that, and the third, that is for people with normal skin. Okay, when you have eczema skin, you need to treat her with care, love, and tenderness, and very differently. Okay, so this is 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 4 days, we stop, all right? So that's what I do for my hyperpigmentation. And of course, I do not put it in areas of active eczema where I notice I have real inflammation. Like, I mean, you shouldn't be putting vitamin C serum under your eye anyway, but that's where my skin tends to be the worst. If my upper lip is acting up, I wouldn't put it there, you know, but you just treat all those other areas. So you kind of spot treat with this, and this has been wonderful. My final product, she's actually new to my routine. Back to this baby. This is hypochlorous acid. Am I saying it right? Oh, hypochlorous acid, yes. This is great for basically, you know, if you work out, this is really good to use after you work out. It brings down inflammation to the skin. It's been very helpful, I think, for around my eyes, bringing down redness. And you just kind of spray a few times a day to keep the bumps away. To sum up, that is my skincare routine. It is relatively simple. The more simple I've kept it, the better my skin has been. You have to choose specific products that are going to target the things that you need. Do I have some fancy anti-aging eye cream? Absolutely not. I have eczema under my eyes. So I can't put retinol, I can't put those things. However, I can use something like an aloe vera gel mixed with glycerin. I can use a grapeseed oil to target those fine lines, and it helps, all right? So a few other things that I would like to share that I think are responsible for why my skin is doing relatively well and keeping me looking not so bad for 35 is I drink a lot of water, okay? But not just any water, okay? In my water, I currently have 2 scoops of collagen and 2 scoops of chlorophyll. So you got to treat this also from the inside out. So we apply topically and then we treat from the inside out. So water makes you hotter. Make sure you drink a lot of water. You are what you eat. I know you know this. You're almost 40. We've heard this our whole life. And the last thing that saves the day for me every morning, because as we get older, we tend to get a lot of inflammation regardless, and then plus having the eczema, our inflammation is always on like 100. But this is what I put on every single morning, okay? This baby, she stays in my fridge and she keeps me beautiful as ever. You just shock the system, you cool your face, and I just love her. Get yourself a face mask. The one that I have is the Metagrade one, and I'll link it down below. It also comes with an eye mask. And I put her on every morning or anytime. If I wake up from a nap and I just feel like my face looks inflamed, put this baby on, you'll look 10 times better within like 10 minutes. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you. This is my pushing 40 skincare routine to keep me looking like a queen. You know what? I have one final thing to say that I'm also on that does contribute to good skin for myself, and that is I take Dupixent. And Dupixent is a medication that is for eczema. It's an injection that I take every 2 weeks. And it has been helpful in clearing up some of my eczema. But I am going to show you guys what my skin looked like before Dupixent when it was at its best. Because obviously with eczema, your skin goes up and down. And I just wanted to show you guys a video of how my skin looked at its best doing these skin steps, because I don't want you to think like, oh, she's just on Dupixent now, so that's why everything is all airy-fairy. Because you know what? Under my eyes, they actually kind of look worse sometimes with the Dupixent. So anyway, look for that video. I'm about to post it right now. If you have a holy grail product that you like to use for your eczema, we would love to hear. By the time this video is being posted, I actually have done a live where I just take you guys through the whole process of me doing my skincare routine so you can see exactly how much product I use, see me take off my alleged makeup, eye mascara, and sometimes I fill in my eyebrows a little bit. So check that out. If you're also interested in how I managed to like survive without wearing makeup, I have a video down below called No Makeup, No Problem, and I tell you how and why I don't wear makeup anymore, except mascara, of course, because she's not really makeup, right?